In a time when countries like Sweden and Iceland are experimenting with 4-day work weeks, the IT service companies in India seem to be heading in the opposite direction. 10 hours. That's how long employees at one of India's largest IT service companies are now expected to work every single day. But here is the catch. This policy doesn't exist in any official document or record. It's unwritten, unacknowledged, yet very real. While European and Nordic countries experiment with 4-day work weeks or 6-hour workdays, India's tech sector is moving in the opposite direction. This is the story of how companies are quietly reshaping work culture and what it means for millions of IT professionals. Recently, a well-known IT services and consulting giant, with most of its workforce based in India, implemented a dramatic unofficial change to its working hours. Employees must now log at least 10 hours daily, but neither was there any official communication regarding the policy change, nor will you find this requirement in any official handbook or process guidelines. Instead, the company has deployed a sophisticated system of processes and digital tools, attendance tracking, project allocation systems, and performance metrics. All quietly enforce the 10-hour minimum. Employees quickly realize they have no choice but to comply. But what happens when employees push back? According to sources within the company, several employees who raised concerns about the extended hours were asked to leave, not for poor performance, but for behavioral issues. The message was clear: adapt or leave. This isn't an isolated incident. Industry veterans say we're witnessing a fundamental shift in how tech companies operate. To understand why, we need to look at the pandemic's aftermath. During COVID-19, demand for software engineers skyrocketed. Companies fought fierce battles for talent, offering unprecedented salaries and benefits. The tech sector seemed unstoppable. But as the world normalized, demand cooled. Companies that had expanded rapidly now faced a harsh reality. They needed to cut costs and trim their workforce. The question was, how to do it without massive layoffs that would damage their reputation. What we're seeing in India is part of a global strategy. Tech companies worldwide are adopting different tactics, but the goal remains the same: reduce workforce costs. Some companies are ending remote work policies, forcing employees to return to expensive city offices. Others are installing surveillance software on company devices, tracking every keystroke and mouse click. And then there are companies like our case study, implementing hostile policies designed to make employees quit voluntarily. It's workforce reduction, without the bad press of mass layoffs. Now, what many fear is that this 10-hour workday norm might set an example, and other IT service companies would be tempted to follow suit. And the messaging isn't just from the companies. Industry leaders themselves have added fuel to the fire. Some well-known industry leaders have been advocating for long working hours for IT employees for quite some time. As per some news reports, former Infosys chairman Narayan Murthy recently suggested a 70-hour work week for IT workers. Similarly, current L&T chairman S.N. Subramanian sparked controversy in early 2025 with remarks suggesting a 90-hour work week, including Sundays. Adding to this momentum, the Karnataka state government has proposed amendments to local labor laws. Some of these labor laws would propose to amend the work hours in the state. The new proposed work hours are from 10 hours to 12 hours per day. The biggest beneficiary of this amendment would be IT companies operating from state. The irony is stark. While Nordic countries report increased productivity with 4-day work weeks and shorter work hours per day, Indian employees face the prospect of longer hours for the same pay. Affected employees describe feeling trapped. One software engineer told us, "We're watching the world move toward better work-life balance while we're being pushed in the opposite direction." Another employee said that companies only care about their interests. Work-life balance, employee satisfaction are just buzzwords. They only exist in theory. In reality, companies prioritize everything else above employee satisfaction and well-being. But why can companies get away with this? Why are they able to shape rules that suit only their interests, with little resistance? The answer lies in India's unique employment landscape. With millions of engineers graduating annually and competing for limited opportunities, employers hold significant leverage. Labor laws around workplace norms remain weak, and enforcement is inconsistent. This power imbalance means companies can essentially dictate work culture. Employees who resist face a simple choice: comply, or find yourself replaced by someone who will. The 10-hour workday policy represents more than just extended hours. It's a test case for how far companies can push boundaries in post-pandemic employment relationships. As this policy quietly spreads across the industry, it raises fundamental questions about the future of work in India's tech sector. Will employees accept this new normal? Or will market forces eventually correct this imbalance? For now, the lights stay on longer in India's IT corridors. The question is, for how long can this unsustainable pace continue before reaching a breaking point? What are your thoughts on extended work hours? Share your experience in the comments below. And subscribe to our channel for more such news and real insights from the tech industry.